Hello everyone, Joker Plays here, and today's video we're going to be talking about something fun. Wall plaques. Yeah, but I'm going to show you a cool trick. And to get you started, let's change scenes. Alright, I'm back, and check this out everybody. I've got wall plaques configured uniquely. That's right. I have figured out how to make the wall plaques rotate in the way you want them that will work for you. This way you can display your swords correctly, put your crossbows in an opposing direction or whatever have you. I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. Then you can create neat effects like this as well. So stay tuned. Alright, we are back. And of course, with the upcoming update we have on the 25th of March, we're going to be able to put just about any single item on those wall plaques. So now it's time to share just how important it is to orientate these wall plaques exactly the way we want. And so if you were to take a wall plaque, put it on the middle of your wall right now, you can't rotate it. You can nudge it in either direction, but it won't let you rotate it. And so that means if you were to place an item on that particular wall plate, you only get one choice. So if you put a sword on here, it's going to be pointing in the wrong direction. So technically swords should always, point down. You can hang them on the sides, but swords should never be hung that way, just so you know. So we're going to change that. So yeah, let's make that happen. I'm going to show everybody how to do that. I'm going to start with an upside down configuration. We're going to put this one over here off to the side for reference. And we are going to go ahead and hang a sword. Now the upside down one is pretty simple. Basically we just need to get something to flip backwards. So we're going to go ahead and set this wall up so that it can be backwards. And to do that, we're going to get a floor piece, place it down, use a pressure plate, put it in this direction, and then we are going to take and put down another flooring piece. But this time, because of the pressure plate, it is going to be orientated backwards. We are good to go. So we just remember that this piece is now backwards. So if we were to take that, and let's take another wall of any type, aim it at it, the wall is now upside down. And so if we were to take a wall plaque, aim it on this wall, we have the ability to nudge left and right, but we cannot go up and down. Up and down will actually push it in or out of the wall, so our choice for up and down is to use your cursor or your pointer. So now I'm going to go ahead and nudge this over, and once you get there, you have the ability to go ahead and hang your sword or any other device, and it will come out facing the opposite direction. Easy enough, right? Not a big deal. All right, now for the next fun one. We're going to mount stuff sideways. And to do that, we're going to go ahead and head on top of our wall. And we are going to play with some blocks. And so to begin that, we're going to go ahead and place one block here, have it flush to your wall, okay? And then we are going to want to go ahead and put our pressure plate. Back on top. Make sure you leave enough space so that you can get yet another block. Aim it towards the bottom. That's going to go ahead and rotate it, turn green. And as soon as you aim at your pressure plate or at that particular block now, you will see that the wall plate is now sideways. Now, the difference between this, so when you flip them upside down, you have the ability to go left and right on the nudging. When you turn them sideways, you only have the ability to essentially go up and down on the wall, but it's technically sideways, just so everybody knows. And then now if we take that same sword and we put it on this particular wall plaque, you'll see it is going to be nudged facing that way. Now, to make the sword go the opposite direction, we're going to repeat the exact same steps, only we are going to put it, the pressure plate, on the opposing side. Alright, let me aim from up here. So there we go, we've got this block facing on the side. There can be a gap, it's not a big deal. The biggest thing is it flush? The answer is yes. So we go ahead and aim back there, aim on that particular block, and it is going to rotate it up and, you know, rotate it the opposite direction. So now if we take this sword and we put it here, we're going to see that the orientation now faces the other way. So that's how you can rotate in all 4 different directions. Now we're going to talk about getting things situated to where you essentially can make this particular design and to keep everything nice and uniform. This takes just a little bit more skill, so I'll show everybody that. The other neat... All right, we are back. Now, if you want to go ahead and put 4 facing one another, there is actually technically a half stud gap that we have to account for in doing these wall plaques. So I'm going to show everybody just a trick. If you want to get this same effect to do your swords in a cross, it is really, really neat to look at. The look is amazing, so I'm going to go with that. I do prefer my crossbows mounting sideways because technically that's how they should mount. They can mount upside down the way they do, but this is much better. So yeah, you're gonna have to play around with it. So let me go ahead and show everybody what the steps to do for this is in particular. The first one is pretty straightforward. What we want to do is go ahead and put the bottom plaque in place. And so this is going to be the center of my wall right about here. So I'm going to go ahead and here's going to be the center of the wall. I'm leaving this gap temporarily. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and put my first sword. And that's going to aim upward. So that's good. All right, now that my wall is in place and upside down, what I'm going to go ahead and do is aim right here as best as I can get it, and go ahead and get this nudged over. You see I'm 1 stud off, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to set this as high as possible, and I'll explain why here in a minute. So I've set that one higher, and then when you go to aim on the side here, it's going to flip it, but you see if I go just a little bit too high on the rounded part, it's going to flip it over. So it wants to be on the edge, so that's why I went a little higher, and because now I need to line it up, and it looks like I am lined up there perfectly. Okay, so now we've got our two pieces in line, so I'm going to go ahead and place the other sword in place, and that flips it just like that. We're good to go. All right, we are back, and it is now daytime, and it is time to continue. The next step is to go ahead and put the wall plaque that we want here that's going to face in this direction. There is a bit of a trick to doing that to make sure that everything is centered. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start with putting a 4x4x2 piece right about there. I'm going to snap another one in place, and then I'm going to get one of the 4x4x8 pieces instead and snap that in place. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so now that's in place. So you see I kind of made this shape here. The 4x4 just centers it above what we want to do, and this one gets the appropriate spacing as well. Then we're going to come over here, fall off the wall, next jump on the wall, break these two pieces, and then now we can do the same thing with our pressure plate. So what we want to do is make sure that the pressure plate is high enough to where we can put another block right here, but not too low to where it won't allow us to put the block. And so I'm going to go ahead, aim at my pressure plate, take one of the 4x4x2 blocks, get that nice and situated exactly where I have it there. You see this line, the attachment point or the glue point between these two blocks is what's going to allow me to position the wall plate exactly where I want. Okay, and I'm going to show you what it's like if you did it in just this situation right here. You're going to see that the plaque is good to go, and that we have the ability to go ahead and put a sword right in place. Let me go ahead and add another one to my inventory. So we head, load a sword, and now we are aimed in that particular direction. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, break this. We don't need this any longer. We're going to repeat the same steps, and that's going to allow us to create the spacing we need. Snap there. And get this right in line. Okay, so going in the opposite direction. Break this, break that. We're going to come back here, put our switch on the wall, get the block put in place. Good to go. And then we just simply aim the wall plaque on this, which will orientate it exactly where we need it. Adjust your height, come back here and nudge it in place. And then of course the last step is to go ahead and put our sword in place, and now we've got that same effect. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. With the upcoming update here on the 25th of March, you're going to want to be able to have the ability to potentially orientate your wall plaques in any which shape or form so that you can properly hang stuff in the way you want instead of relying on this one standard way of doing it. And so I hope this video helps you out. So if it helps you out, be sure to like the video, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. YouTube seems to think that you're going to like this video that you see up on your screen. If you have a few moments to watch another video, you're definitely going to enjoy this one as well. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and until next time, don't forget to keep gaming in your crosshairs.